Morning world, 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:15 in the morning, 14th of January 2014. And it's full moon. It's not full moon today, it's full moon tomorrow. All right. But from a northern hemisphere perspective, the moon's quite low in the sky, no big deal. And the full moon at 25 degrees, 26 degrees of Cancer Capricorn. Well, when you look at what the full moon is doing to the other planets, it would be easy to say that there's nothing going on, that there's no problems, and it's an easy full moon. But there's two separate factors here that are worth looking at. Firstly, there is old astrology as practiced by the astrologers, the Western astrologers in the 17, 18, 1900s. And there are a number of older books written by astrologers who wrote them 100 years ago who talk about specific degrees. I've done a bit of research into this and there does seem to be some validity to this. But one of the critical degrees that particularly people like Charles Carter were coming up with was the area of 25 to 26 degrees of the cardinals, particularly Cancer and Capricorn. So on the one hand, yes, I am looking at this full moon, and I'm particularly looking at it in regards to the generation born between June, July 1954 and perhaps February, March 1956, because this is particularly strong in your charts. And then take out the sun and the moon and look at what else is going on. Now, it's easy to concentrate on Uranus, Pluto and Saturn, blah, blah, blah. Venus is retrograde in Capricorn, which is where Mars is at its strongest. Mars is going to go retrograde in Libra, which is ruled by Venus. So Mars is in Venus's sign and it's not very happy there. Venus is going retrograde in Capricorn, which is one of Mars's best signs, and it's certainly not very happy there. And just to be polite, Venus and Mars are squaring each other over the coming 48, 72 hours. Okay, there's a Venus square Mars in the sky on average every 300 days. No big deal. Sometimes it happens 3 or 4 times a year, as it will this time with the retrograde process. However, at the same time, Venus is opposite Jupiter. Mars is square Jupiter. Translate all this into English. Venus and Mars in each other's signs squaring up to each other for a fight. So, feminine versus masculine. There's going to be domestics. That's pretty easy to suggest. Having Jupiter opposite Venus and Jupiter square Mars does seem as if it's going to amplify and exaggerate those domestics. So regardless of whether I'm talking personal and intimate, as in your one-to-one relationship patterns and your domestic arrangements with your partner, or whether I'm talking about countries scrapping with each other's neighbours, there does seem to be a degree of disorderly neighbourliness around, whether we're dealing with neighbours or partners. And it's quite possible for a lot of localized domestic situations to suddenly expand and over-amplify and over-exaggerate. Now, this is because of Jupiter's influence on Venus and Mars and Jupiter's capacity for being over the top. Now, this Jupiter-Venus-Mars thing is particularly affecting those people, I suppose, born between about the 6th to the 12th, I suppose, maybe the 6th to the 13th of January, July, April, October, but it is going to resonate throughout the whole zodiac. And of course, in addition to Venus square Mars and Jupiter hitting both of them, in addition to that, it is full moon. Full moon in Capricorn. Full moon's not that comfortable in Capricorn, but it does seem to bring a destructuring, not destruction, but destructure. And I suspect that there's going to be 1 or 2 sort of developments over the coming 72 hours, both personally and globally, for a number of people, that's going to change one's domestic arrangements. There you go, folks. Catch you later. Bye.